What problems do we solve in business because of UKG? Obviously, it manages all of our debt data. So it's an HRIS system, right? And we also use it for pay and payroll. This product does a lot of things well. One of the things that I think our organization has benefited from this product is with employee self-service. That's a great feature that we use. And so that's something that is I certainly highly recommend. Okay, so I think part of where it needs improvement is in the support situations. And between our payroll department and then UKG support, sometimes we may have an older version. And so it may be, it's out of my purview, but it may be my understanding that it slows getting things changed or done quickly. I would give it an 8 or 9. Where is this product well suited? I would certainly say if you're just trying to manage data and it's from your historical data, but we all know that garbage in, garbage out. So make sure that if you're transitioning, that you get all the clean data in, because if you don't set up the product correctly, it's not going to work for you. So I would certainly say in employee data, um, where it needs some help. It used to need some help in recruiting, but I think that that particular functionality they've improved on in the last 18 months. So we've used ADP, we've used Paylocity, and we have evaluated Paycom. Well, obviously, we moved from Paylocity and ADP because it didn't work, but we've been with UKG when they acquired Kronos, and now it's one company. And so those products together are really, really good. Um, and that's why we use this product. It's also because we have legacy with it, and it's met all of our needs that we've had so far. 8 or 9. I would give it an 8 or 9, not because of UKG, but because we didn't set it up on the back end correctly to begin with. And I think that that was part of our issue. But I think what they offer now that they've merged with Kronos, is a really solid product. Well, that's a good question. I'm going to tell you right now that we don't use UKG to its fullest potential. But if we were, it would be fantastic. Right now, because some of the pieces have to do with operations and operations management and change management, we haven't gotten there yet. And sometimes it takes us a longer time to get there. But certainly we believe that the product's going to meet the needs when we do get there. So it's positive. We've pulled all of our paid time off online, which was huge for us. We used to do it all by paper, and oh my gosh, payroll was like pulling their hair out because they would have to manually enter all of our PTOs. And so now we upload all of our sick time, and it's really through employee self service, and it's been fantastic that the employees then will ask for paid sick time as well as vacation time. Yeah, so I would say certainly employee engagement, because when they used employee self-service, for our population was huge. So they could look at their paycheck before their paycheck hit the bank. They can look at what their PTO balances are on employee self-service. They can go back, and it's really saved a lot of time for HR, because we don't have to continue to print out people's paychecks, because they can go right to self-service and do it on their own. And instead of fishing for our employees, we've taught them how to fish, which has saved a lot of time for us, and it's increased our communications with the employees. So we have a higher employee engagement scale. Also, what's been phenomenal is that we have multiple languages that we have to work with in the state of California, and we have to provide those things in their language if there's more than 10% of the employee base that speaks that language. And UKG has been able to meet that need for all of our Spanish-speaking employees, and they get it in their own language, which is fantastic. Yes. As I know it to be, yes. I would have to say yes, but I wasn't involved in the sales and marketing efforts. I can't answer that because I do not know. Most likely, yes. So we moved away from the recruiting platform at UKG. We used to have the whole talent acquisition piece because we had some issues there. And at this point, we're looking to come back to the UKG talent acquisition product. So there's really things that have changed over the last few years with UKG and how they've upgraded some of their add-ons.